Kyler Miles, we are live.
We are live. Tony, it's been a hot minute. How's it going?
It's going great. I haven't done a live in a while, I think.
It's been a few weeks for sure. It's been, I don't know exactly how long, but we've been busy making podcasts, making some content, updating our website. But yeah, it's been a while since I actually been live on LinkedIn.
That's right. I remember I didn't want to do a live until the website was done. You know
Yep.
how you do that, right? Oh, we're going to launch next week, so I won't do anything until next week type of deal. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go live also on my personal page after this. I'm just looking for the notification that we're live.
Making podcasts.
coming.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Content.
No, I have not.
Updating our. I can send you the link if you want because I see it on LinkedIn just on my left side here.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. You look good. It's a little bit lagging, right?
A little bit behind.
What they see is 30 seconds behind what we are, but that's normal.
Can you share the link on Slack so we
Already
can,
done, my friend.
coerce some of our employees to tune in?
Already done.
I'm sorry, I'm in my phone, but I'd like to share this link on my personal page.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Susan got a notification. Just got a text from my girlfriend, who's. If there's one person watching, it's going to be her. Thank you very much. All right. So, I don't know. Oh, here's my notification, perhaps. Yes. Here we go.
Perfect. There we go.
Let me just...
we have about 15 people tuned in at the moment. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys being here and supporting us. It's going to be an interesting one today. Hey, Tony, we got a fun little live stream we have prepared. Well, prepared. It's unscripted, but what we thought about.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this one. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. We're going to talk about our Giving Back program, which is really popular. It's popular with the people we give back to, obviously, and it's popular with It's popular with our employees as well. People love the Giving Back program. And I've even been told by a couple of people that one of the reasons they came to work for Simply PHP as developers was they saw our Giving Back program and they said, "Hey, these guys give back to their community." So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And keep in mind, we can only do this because we have awesome clients, right? If we didn't have clients, we wouldn't have a business. We wouldn't be able to have all these great people working for us. So shout out to clients. Obviously, they are a big part of the Giving Back program. Let's see how's the live streams. Okay, the
live stream's good. We have
good.
15 people strong. 16 people just tuning in.
All
Thank
right.
you for that 16th person. I'm going to be kind of asking Tony questions because I started here at Simply PHP about close to 2 years ago now, and
isn't it exactly 2 years? Wasn't your anniversary today or yesterday?
I think so, actually. I think my anniversary is next week, but I'm away on vacation, so.
Oh, okay.
I'll celebrate on my own.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's true. It's my anniversary 2 years next week, and that was something that did stick out to me, that you guys do a lot. We do, when you actually look at the page, there's a lot of organizations we've helped over the years. I mean, Simply PHP has been around for over a decade. So I'd love to learn how it all started. When did it start? Was it fresh out of the gate? Was it a few years after you started the company Simply PHP? How did this program start?
Yeah, that's a great question. Can you put the new website on?
Of course,
on the screen and go to the Giving Back page for a couple seconds? That would be cool, right? All right. Do you see me crook my neck? Or does everyone see the screen?
Right now, everyone's looking at the screen.
All right, so I'll do the same thing. Okay, so if you go to simplyphp.com and click on Giving Back.
So here's our main site. Fresh, new, beautiful website. Took a long time, but really, really happy with how it turned out.
No, it didn't. It didn't take a long time. It was very quick.
No, no,
Yeah,
of course I'm playing.
It did take a long time. We definitely put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah,
Go back to the homepage.
sure.
We should have done a live just about the website. That would have been cool too.
We're doing it now.
Scalable.
It's a 50-50. We're
That's
we're
cool.
doing a little bit of both.
So scalable PHP solutions, our in-house resources become an extension of your team. Yes, love it. Okay, scroll down. What happens after staff augmentation, project-based, AWS? Everyone's loving AWS now. It's awesome. Okay, keep going down. Industries we serve, COVID testing. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great client. We've got amazing clients. Did I mention we have amazing clients, and that's why the Giving Back program exists.
Mm-hmm.
It's thanks to our clients and our awesome employees, our awesome developers. We've got a couple Giving Back projects happening right now as we speak that I can talk about. But okay, so if you click on Giving Back. And I think the Anthony Robbins, I remember asking for the Anthony Robbins one to stay as big as possible. Okay, so the question was, well, giving back. Okay,
Well, the question is, so when did this start? Like, how did you guys start this program? Why did you guys start this program? It's probably a good
Okay.
place for us to start.
Yeah, I think it was actually. Let's see, now we're 2021. It was probably about 5 or 6 years ago we started succeeding. The first years, let's say the first 5 years were pretty rough, pretty hard. But when we started succeeding, Raph and I I think it was a Christmas time or something like that. We were feeling good. Our office was in Old Montreal, a little office, and we said, "Man, we got to find a way to start giving back to the community." But we wanted to find unique ways to do it, and I think our biggest giving back experiment or project was at the time. Was the Anthony Robbins Canadian prison book project that we did. I can talk about that one a little bit, and then we'll get into how our developers help causes. But the Anthony Robbins one was really cool. We decided, again, we were sitting around. It was around Christmas time. And we said, and we were really into Anthony Robbins at that time. Like we were like following his programs religiously. It was almost like a religion for us, to be honest with you. And
Love it,
hey,
love
it
it.
worked, man. His stuff works.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I think he just gives so much value to so many people. It's incredible, and he's been doing it for years, right?
Yeah, exactly. And if you really follow his programs, don't just read it to feel good. Like if you really follow his programs like we did at that time, it had an amazing effect on us. So we had said, you know what, it would be great if, maybe we can give like some homeless people, because he had a really small book that was kind of, I don't know, it was a really great book, but it was very small. I think it was like 100 pages. And it was something that he had put out for this purpose, to just give to people, let them read the 100 pages or even less, and start getting into the programs. And I remember we had said, like, it'd be great to give this to a homeless person, but we're in Montreal, so all the books are in English. And would a homeless person really read this? Would it be relevant? And then we kind of pivoted to say, you know what? What if we got this book into all the Canadian prisons from coast to coast?
So why prisons? Like, is something calling to you, something that was already set up with the Anthony Robbins, program?
No, I think it was just we pivoted from homeless people to inmates. I think we were just looking for people that were really struggling, that could really use that type of information
Yeah.
and really use those type of tools.
Get a second chance, you know?
Yeah, to inspire them, like it could
Right.
be one line in a book or one paragraph in a book that says, you know what, I'm going to change my life, and I don't want to act all superior as if, hey, like you should be like us, anything. But I mean, it was something that we genuinely wanted to help. We wanted to, that were really struggling. Because we're so high on Anthony Robbins, we said, man, I wish everybody would read this stuff. I wish everyone would wake up in the morning and do these exercises that he gives. I feel like I'm doing a commercial for Anthony Robbins, by the way.
Yeah,
which
if
I'm
he's
not.
watching, he's thanking you right now.
No, he ghosted us, man. This guy doesn't care about us at all. I thought, anyway.
Yeah, this is not a
Yeah.
sponsorship of him. It's just,
No.
but it's the real story of why you guys started this program, right?
Yeah,
So-
it was a big thing at the time. It was a huge thing in our lives, and it was really, really special. And so what we had planned to do is we wanted to get this one single book in every single Canadian prison from coast to coast.
Wow,
And
that's cool.
yeah, very.
That's a
very
bold.
cool.
That's a bold mission too, eh?
Yeah, very, very cool. So I had actually contacted the Anthony Robbins Foundation not to get their help or collaboration, but just to get a deal on the books. That's what you got to do, right?
Of
So,
course,
I don't know.
of
They were
course.
maybe $10 or something each.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? Let's try and maybe we can get like a nice little deal for $5 or $6 or something. So we called the Anthony Robbins Foundation, talked to a great guy over there, and I explained to him what we wanted to do. And I said, can we get a deal on the books? And he said, you know what? Let me check. I'm going to talk to my boss. I'll call you back tomorrow. So I said, all right, that's promising. And he ended up calling me back the very next day. And he said to me, or to us, I think we were both on the phone. He said to us, he says, look, not only am I going to give you those books for free, I'm going to give you Anthony Robbins' entire book library for free for every single prison in Canada.
Wow.
Boom.
Just from a phone call, eh?
Yeah, this is what these guys are real, and this is what they did. So it was, I think, a 19-book library that Anthony Robbins had.
And it was all from him, or just like books he read?
No, it was all Anthony Robbins' books.
Okay.
So whether it was 9 books or 19 books, it was around there.
Yeah.
Let's say there was 10 books.
Yeah. Yeah.
They provided, so in a package, they paid for shipping, they paid for handling, they paid custom fees. Anthony Robbins Foundation paid for everything.
Wow.
And so every single prison in Canada received the entire Anthony Robbins collection. And I can't remember how many prisons they went to, but it was substantial. Mm-hmm. So believe it or not, that was the easy part. So the hard part was convincing the prisons to allow this to happen.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it took a year. So it took us 12 months before we could call the Anthony Robbins Foundation back and say, okay, we're ready for you. Please ship them. These are the addresses and all of that good stuff. Because the Canadian correctional system, is not really set up for that. They're like, what are you talking about? You can't send these books to all of the prisons and all of this stuff. Anyway, we got some really good people at the Canadian Correctional Service the Correctional Service of Canada. We ended up coming up against one person that was not too cooperative, and that was the person that caused a lot of delays. But we finally got it done. Anyway, so that's, if you go back, can you go back to the Giving Back page?
Yeah, of course.
So that was, and I'm still getting, this is the funny part, I'm still getting messages from people. I think I got a message a few months ago from someone that was in charge of women's prisons in the U.S., in the United States, asking how we did it. Because I guess they Googled our company and Anthony Robbins. I don't know how they landed on us.
They found out.
But they contacted and say, hey, I read about what you guys did up in Canada. We're in the U.S., women's prison. How did you do it? So obviously I always give the contact information that we had. But imagine, isn't that cool? Like a U.S.
That is really cool. Like
Yeah.
if you can, then replicate this across like prisons across the U.S., like for men
Yeah.
and women. That it's crazy. It would change a lot of lives, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely, and of course, the Anthony Robbins Foundation was the one that said, hey, not only are we gonna give you the books for free, but we're gonna send them to the prisons. It's really really fantastic. So it really goes to show you they're real. They really want to help. At this point, he's so successful that it makes sense. So how did the Giving Back program? Let's keep it on the website for a little,
Sure.
few moments. If you can scroll down, we talked enough about Anthony Robbins, and I'm not going to go through all of these awesome foundations, of course.
This is one I got a chance to work with. Raph and I, we went to Toronto to film an event that they had. This is before COVID, of course. And it was amazing. Like the talented kids from all over Toronto, and they're teaching them music. And it's amazing how much they love this program, these kids. And it was really, really cool experience for myself personally.
That's right. I forgot about that. You went to one of their annual events, and you filmed, and you ended up putting a video together. How was that experience for you? Did you?
It was really cool.
Did you enjoy it? Was that one of your first projects with us?
That was early on. That was maybe I want to say 8 months to a year in. Like I wasn't quite at the year yet, so like still relatively new.
Nice.
And I was still learning a lot about, filming, editing, and stuff like that. But it was such a cool experience. Number one, to fly out with Raph, the co-founder of the company, and we're sharing a hotel. But that's not what I'm going to share. But but the experience about the event. I mean, you get in a room with people donating like a ton of money and effort and energy towards this event. And people are just listening to music, and people are donating. Like it was so cool to be a part of it. And I have a unique perspective because I was filming it. So I actually interviewed some people who were sponsors of the event, who got to talk about their personal experience, got to interview some kids, and just learn their stories. And not all of them have the best upbringing. So it's amazing to see how music is the thing that transformed them to get on more of the straight and narrow and, not be in trouble and stuff like that, but to excel in school at such a young age. And so it was very, very cool experience.
Yeah, that's a fabulous organization. Do me a favor, buddy. After this live.
Yep.
Because I know that video is on YouTube. Post it on our company page.
We could show it right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could show it right now. I'm pretty sure they can listen to it.
Oh, what
we
if you
can
click
test
on
it.
if you click on the link? Is the video there?
The video is not.
No.
No,
Okay.
the video is not there. But I could go to YouTube right now. We could check it out.
All right.
Maybe just to show them,
Okay.
where they can find it. But if you go to YouTube and you go to Simply PHP.
Simply PHP.
And I believe it might be deep somewhere in here, but you're right. I will post it in the live. I don't want to go through and find
What if you
it.
click on videos or search and put on Hammerband? Hammerband. No.
It might be private, actually. It might be a private. So I can look that up afterwards.
Yeah,
because
so
it might be a private video on our YouTube, but it's for sure there, and I'll make it public and also
All right, cool. Oh, maybe it was the Hammer Band that actually posted it. That's why it's not on our.
Let's just see. Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to spend too much time trying to find it, but we do have it, and I'm happy to share it and post it. So
All right, cool. Yeah,
can
so
see.
make that the first thing you do after the live.
You got it.
And we can, because it's a really good video. So let me circle back. So go back to the website. Go back to the Giving Back. Okay, perfect. So how we started our actual Giving Back program as it exists today is because our developers that we have in our company are our full-time employees. We sometimes get into a situation where we have an employee that is without client. It happens. Actually, it's happening this week. We have an employee that is not assigned to an actual client. So what we came up with is another one of these things where we're just hanging out and we say, you know what? Why don't we find some organizations that need some PHP development, that need some, at the time, I think we did a little bit of WordPress as well. Why don't we find these organizations, and when we do have an employee that is not assigned to an active client, we'll assign that employee to one of these awesome charitable organizations. And that was awesome. So that's how Hammer Band, if I'm not mistaken, that's how Hammer Band came about. That's how our relationship started. We get a lot of charitable organizations reach out to us asking for help. And we determine if we're a good fit, just like any other client. We listen to them and we say, yeah, we could actually help you.
Do you have like a checklist or like a process? Like, do they apply? Yeah. Do they just talk to you? Like, what's the process there?
Yeah, great question. And we're still looking at the screen, right? So anytime I see this on the screen, okay, perfect. I just want to make sure that I could look. So the number one criteria for a charitable organization or for a nonprofit organization is that they have to be pretty much mostly like 95% volunteer. Okay, so meaning if you are a nonprofit that has a massive payroll, for example, and that's not really what we're going after. We're really going after a charitable organization that has 95% of the people that are working in that charity are actually volunteering as well. Because we're a volunteer, we want to be surrounded by volunteers.
Yeah.
It's often the case, obviously charitable organizations, a lot of the times the person at the head has some type of salary, which makes sense because it's their full-time gig.
Yeah.
But that person has to be surrounded by
volunteers.
So that's pretty much the only criteria, and obviously it has to be in PHP. We could help with WordPress, depending on what it is. But a lot of these charitable organizations have softwares that manage their system. They have softwares that manage their donors. There's all kinds of stuff going on with these charitable organizations that we could help with. And that's what we've been doing. So that's how the Hammer Band came up. We also help financially. So we will just give a straight out financial donation to many organizations. And again, this is all thanks to the awesome employees that we have and the awesome clients that we have, so that, to make us a successful business. Because obviously if we're not successful and struggling, we wouldn't be able to do much.
Can really help others, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So giving back to the community is made possible from the combination of great clients, great employees. So we do also, and I'm not going to call out who gets software help and who gets financial aid on this page. It's kind of private, but this is what we do. We do a combination of both. We do software development.
We help them for what they need,
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes, we'll get inspired, my business partner and co-founder, Raf, got inspired by an organization that's related to gaming a little while ago, and sent them some financial aid. I do the same thing. You get inspired by a cause, and like everyone else, you cut a check from the company, and then but the lion's share of our giving back program is help with PHP development, of course.
What
right?
we do best.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's one client there's one nonprofit organization that we're helping now, a charitable organization that's in our community. It's right around the corner from us, that has this actually very well built internal PHP software that we basically have a full-time person on there for the past couple of weeks. And again, it's all related to the fact that our people are full-time employees. So if they're not assigned to a client, it's not like they just go home and don't get paid. And
Yeah.
we're paying them, right? They're our employees. So we think of great ways to keep our employees occupied. This is one of them. So. We also allow employees to take courses when they're not assigned to a client. Keep in mind, it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
I think we're at 53 employees now, and we have maybe one person that's not assigned to a client. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. But that person is not just sitting around. We've developed a system where, let's say we're helping a client with software. We develop a system so that we can rotate in resources whenever they're available. So that's what we do. We set it up so we get the Jira going, we get our tickets organized, and we tell the charities up front. Say, listen, we're gonna put you in our giving back program. You have to be organized, though. You have to work, you have to get on GitHub. You have to get onto our Jira, create all your tickets, because when we have someone that's available, that person may only be available for a day or two, may only be available for a week. So we want them to be able to jump in right away, grab a ticket, and start adding value to that charity. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Caring enough to share our talents with worthy causes. I love that. That's amazing. So yeah, we've got the Food Depot. This is a local company in Montreal. We've got a soccer association. We've got a couple basketball associations on here. Gamers Outreach. Can you click on Gamers Outreach? Actually, I don't know much about this one. Gamers Outreach is a charity that empowers hospitalized children through video games. Come on. What's better than that, right? Isn't that fantastic? I love that. Very, very, very nice. Room to Read. Room to Read was great. That's a blast from the past. I think that was maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I think we built them a website. Built them some landing pages in WordPress. That was, they had a big fundraising event, a massive fundraising event in Montreal that was very, very successful. The person in charge of that turned into a friend, and
Awesome.
That was really, really awesome. Yeah.
So how do you find all these, nonprofits? Like, is it all they come reach out to us? Do you reach out to them? Is it 50-50?
Yeah, no, it's always, it kind of varies. We either get people that reach out to us because they want to pay for the services. This happens. And then after we determine that we can help, that's when we break the great news to them that it's not going to cost them anything.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's
some
always
good news
fun,
right there.
That's always fun. And Raph and I get inspired, in just our everyday life. Like, the soccer association, my daughter was a player on that in that league. I was a coach, so it's only natural if I see that, they've got a website that's not really up to snuff, I could reach out and say, hey, by the way, I can help you with that. Won't cost you anything. It's just basically day-to-day inspiration. We also have employees that kind of put charities on our radar. That's happened in the past where someone will come in and say, hey, I have a charity that's kind of close to my heart, and we're always all ears. Can you go back to the main giving back page again?
Yep.
So there's many ways, but we have actually never hunted for a charity to help, though. It's always been they either stumble in our lives somehow, or we just get inspired.
You don't force
from
it.
Day to day.
It's just a real connection. Obviously, it meets the criteria that you guys are looking for, and it just happens.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you scroll up a little bit, like the Trevor Williams Kids Foundation, for example, is a basketball camp that my daughter first started going to a couple of years ago, and I saw that they help families who can't necessarily afford basketball camp, and that's all I need to hear, right?
Yeah.
That's great. It's a great foundation.
Yeah.
It's right in the city in Montreal. Go to the second page. I think if you scroll down, you can.
A second page.
Yeah, click on two. I don't know
We
if
only
there's
have
anything there.
this one here.
Oh, okay, there's a CrossFit. Yeah, the CrossFit. It's that's related to kids, right? So they're doing free activities for kids to get them moving. So
Oh, that's
again,
fun.
that's another great cause. And then if you go back again, of course, I got the Tony Robbins. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I won't mention that. Let's see. Yeah, so that's pretty much the giving back program, Kyler.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's put back the fireplace so that people can warm up from the fire. Here in Montreal, it's
you're
quite
back-
chilly right now.
Back on me again?
Yeah, it's back on you.
It is chilly. It's chilly in here. I don't know if it's chilly outside. I'm not sure.
It doesn't look nice out there. I know
No.
we can't really see, but it's kind of cloudy back there.
Okay. Well, that's all right.
Comment where you guys are watching from. Let us know what the weather's like there. Hopefully it's warm and nice and hot.
Amazing. Yeah, I guess.
So- Is there any like nonprofits on the horizon? You said maybe someone might be starting. Can you share a little bit about any new ones coming up if we have any?
Yeah. So the one that's on our plate right now is the Montreal Food Depot. This is one that's getting a lot of love from us currently. A lot of the other ones are kind of done. We kind of did what we were supposed to do, and they're great. They're happy. They may come back, but for now, that's the one that's on our plate. And I drove by it the other day. One of these days, I'm gonna pop my head in there. But yeah, that's what's going on. And the person who's working on it is very, very happy. And it's a rarity, but it happens to be the code base that they have is actually very, very sharp. It's very, very well done.
Yeah.
That's not normally the case, but it is with them. So that's
good.
That's even better.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Is there any non-for-profits like you would love to work with in the future, big or small, like that you're like, oh, that'd be just so cool? Like you mentioned Anthony Robbins with a lot of passion. Is there another kind of one similar to that you would equally like to work with?
Not really. I don't think there's any particular charity that comes to mind. I would love to do something that would solve homelessness. I think there's got to be a way that the web can really help. I actually was thinking of this this idea about homeless people and having some type of website where you and I can visit on a regular basis and perhaps see pictures of homeless people. Now here's when it gets a little bit personal, but and you can kind of, hey, you know what, I want to buy this person's supper tonight, or I want to
Automate that process, streamline that process a bit.
Yeah, like I've been approached on the street a couple times, a couple different occasions from someone who's saying, you know what, I've got $20, I need another $14 to pay for a hotel so I can have a shower and all of this stuff. So in my head, I'm like, man, it would be great to have that person on a web page and hey, Johnny's looking to, have a night in a hotel or get a meal type of thing, and just click donate. But how is that money going to get to them? And,
it's tough.
So something related to homelessness would definitely be something that I would be grateful to be involved in.
That's awesome.
And then again, they have homeless shelters in Montreal. They give them, meals and all of that stuff, but they're not always places where these people want to go. And I don't blame them. Like who wants to go into a gym with 100 people on hammocks, or not hammocks, or what do you call those?
Like
Is it a hammock? No, it's a sleeping bag or a cot.
Oh.
Do you
Yeah.
you want to go into a gym with, especially if you're a homeless woman, homeless women, it's a nightmare for them. So going into one of those big gyms with all those cots, you know, so yeah, without getting too carried away, that's what I would definitely love to be involved in.
That's
but
awesome.
Yeah, other than that,
Nice.
the Giving Back program is going really well. It's been many years now we've been doing it. So if you look at the page, there's quite a few organizations that we help, and we're always on the lookout for the next one.
Yeah, with that said, if you're listening to this or watching this, comment below an organization that's close to your heart. We do have an application style process, so we're not going to say we just welcome everybody, but mention the not-for-profit, and we'll take a look and maybe contact them. So comment below if you know of somebody. That'd be awesome. Just share the love. Let's all help each other. Better each other. Better these people and these organizations.
Beautiful, Kyler. That, you know what? Let's end it on that.
Okay.
We can't get any better than that, buddy. That was really nice.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening to this live stream, to this podcast. Again, we're on every single platform, so please leave comments about suggestions you guys might have. Where you can find us. You can find us on any social media channel. So just Google us, Simply PHP, and you'll see us right there. Thank you guys so much. And Tony, I'll let you say your famous goodbye.
Beautiful, Kyler. Thank you very much. Great job as always. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And we will see you next time.
Take care.
Bye.